Call the meeting to order. And as many of you might have noticed, we changed the agenda a little bit, and we're going to take public comments first. I'm going to try to limit it somewhat, although there aren't that many people here tonight.
Question, he had me down for public comments.
Yeah,
So shall I come up?
yeah, let me finish my sentence, okay? I was just going to say we're going to try to limit it to a half hour tops. So if everybody would try to limit their comments to 3 minutes, that would be helpful. So yes, Dee Dee, you were the first one that I figured you'd be under public comments. So.
My question is, though,
Can I come back in a half hour then for my sign? Are you doing something else for a half hour?
No, we're doing sign permits right after this.
The maximum is a half an hour.
Yeah, but I'm in the middle of the rehearsal, I just ran out of
We'll come back in 15 minutes.
15? Okay.
okay, my question was, we put me on as public
Yes.
comments. So Sandy Beach discussion is, I saw that on the agenda. Is that something different?
No, we crossed it out.
Cross it out. All right, okay. And I'll be brief. A month ago, I was here at the Select Board meeting with the proposal that we get some access through a financial settlement with the access road owner, more access for the beachgoers of the Lee Beach. At the present time, it's limited. The season is shorter, the hours are shorter, and we would love to reach an agreement with the landowner so that we could have the sunsets back and the longer season that we used to appreciate. And so I have talked it over, and I was here a month ago. I reached out to Bob unofficially, and he has agreed to be the emissary to the access road owner, Tom Schur, to see if he would be open to some kind of negotiation. Now, this is a first step, a very preliminary step, and we would just take that with the idea that if this meets your approval, Bob would see if the access road owner is open to a financial settlement. And if so, then we would come back and talk about it some more. So this is very preliminary.
Okay.
And that's actually what I'm talking about. And I thought we could work on this together because it might be an opportunity to come together. I know there's been divisiveness on other issues, but let's try and make this something that we all can work on, because people do want this. They do want this.
Well, just so you're aware of it, I mean, we all are concerned with the beach, and we have been looking into other avenues. Nothing has come forward to us yet, but so, yeah, Bob can do what he wants in that area, and I think it would behoove either you or Dee Dee to talk with Chris Ketchum too.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, why don't I send you some information?
And it would be good if we had information. That's why I asked you if you had anything, if you'd bring it with you. You don't have
Only that
anything.
we are just asking if the
Okay.
access road owner would be open to a financial agreement. That's the very first thing we would do. I don't know if his number is listed, but I do have the number because he's a party to the Sandy Beach, and I have his number. I can provide you that. So if you're all agreed.
What are the terms of the easement right now?
There is no
There is
easement.
no
They own
easement. They own it. So we
Right.
don't have an easement,
No.
he's just allowing us
Yep.
certain hours access.
Right, through his goodwill. And this was a very different story years ago when it was owned by the mill. You know, it was really greater use seasonally for the public in many areas. But times change, and we want to go with them and make this proposal.
And we were not offered to buy from the mill.
Right. Oh, we weren't.
No, we weren't even
Well-
consulted.
What times are you, what's your, I guess it's too early to maybe talk about some of that stuff, but I'm guessing what's your end goal as far as opening it up, trying to get access till what time? And
Well, I'm in previous years, until this present 11-year arrangement, we would open the beach on Memorial Day. The gate would be open for 4 or 5 hours a day. And on every night stay from then until opening day, which was usually was around June 18th, like it was this year, people would be able to use the beach, especially on nice days, because there are a lot of nice days between Memorial Day and June 18th. So we would look to that, and we would look to also regain the hours when the beach would be open for sunsets. People loved coming for picnics and watching the sunset, and that has gone away. It's a straight 8 o'clock closing. Anything else?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
We'll
Dee Dee.
talk, and thanks a million.
Thanks, Dee Dee.
Okay.
May I?
Yeah, go right up. Oh, Gordon, I didn't know that.
Before. Yeah, you know, don't worry about it, I wore a mask. Hey, no, the only thing I was gonna bring up about that, it's a great idea, and I think, wish you luck. Not that you need, I mean, it'd be a great step forward. The only thing that I don't know, we have worked on sandy beach issues for many years, and the issue of finances, the only roadblock you may encounter, and I'm only bringing this up so when you talk, you'll understand,
Sure.
is that there's a mass general law that if someone allows you to use their property without compensation, then if somebody gets hurt there, they're totally held not liable. So if there's any way you can, and I'm sure the insurers understand that. So all I'm thinking is if there's some other kind of approach, and it may come down to financial and they don't mind. Maybe if the town held them harmless in some way as part of a financial agreement, that would work. But I know that's why the beach itself, the owners of the beach themselves have never asked for any kind of financial issues. So that if anybody were to be injured or hurt, then they would be liable partially if they were receiving some kind of financial arrangement. I just want to bring that to your attention to help you in your discussions, to keep that in the back of your mind.
I appreciate
All right?
that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Is that
it.
all?
Yeah.
Okay. Bill, did you have something?
I do, but it's in reverse.
Okay.
Explain. I've been delegated to, I'm Bill Matthews from 54 High Street. I've been delegated to take care of our various sign issues for 3 different organizations, and one of them has overlap with the farmers market sign, so that's why I came to ask for a clarification. We use the same signs as the farmers market sandwich boards. For
Who is we?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Oh.
For the Lee Cultural Council
Okay.
Sundays in the park. What we do is we put a foam board overlay on the very same signboards and also on the Wi-Fi signboard that Colleen has, so that we have 3 entrance signboards for each of the entrances to the park. And we're wondering if we need to get separate permits for those signs, since they're probably going to be already permitted by others who own them.
Are these temporary signs?
Yes, they're temporary, of course. For example, the Sundays in the Park goes up half an hour before the concert and comes down about 10 minutes after the concert.
Oh.
So it's from about 11:30 or 11 o'clock on Sundays for the next
Okay.
4 Sundays until about 1:45.
Okay.
So you're using their sandwich
We're
board.
using their sandwich boards.
I would think that you maybe still need
Yeah.
to apply for a temporary
Okay, so
permit.
we're temporary owners while we
Because it is a different
borrow
sign.
their sign space.
It is a different sign that you're putting on top, right?
Yes, I know, but you're not at the same time censoring the content of the sign. So
I'm not following you.
the business of permitting the sign does not necessarily include a fixed message on the sign, right? Because we change the message every week. So we
Right.
certainly You
So you
don't
don't
expect us to come back
put
every
a new-
week
No.
to say,
Yeah.
we've got a new sign, now there's another performance going.
No.
No.
So if all we're doing is changing the front of the sign,
But it's
All
for a
right.
different organization.
okay.
Different than the original sandwich board, because
Okay.
what's the
Yeah.
difference, what's the sandwich board, the farmer's market sandwich board we're talking about, right?
There are 2 farmers market sandwich boards and 1 Chamber of Commerce sandwich board.
And
then
those are the
you're-
ones you cover?
You're putting a
And we put an
cultural
overlay
commission.
on top of them.
So I think the cultural commission would have to apply for their own
Okay,
sign
good,
permit.
thanks.
I think so.
And it'll come back to us because it's a temporary permit, so
Right. Thank you.
Thank
you're
you.
welcome. Well, is there anyone else who has anything to say before we move on to our meeting?
We're waiting for the,
Well, we can fit her in when she comes in.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
sign permits anyways.
okay.
So we'll start, because we've got sign permits, so we'll start with those. And when she gets back here, we can start.
Okay.
So the first one up is the Lee Farmers Market by Michael and Kathleen DeVarens. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah. And they've asked that we, these are temporary signs, and they've asked for permission to put them, all right, got to read this, it's a new thing. Is it 7, Cindy, or I don't see any number of signs?
Is there an attached sheet?
There's a second page there.
I don't see it. But at the time that I was looking, it was either 7 or 8 signs around town that they wanted to put up. And they asked for, was it 90 days or 70 days? And our bylaws,
So, in here in the brief description,
Yeah.
Patty, the farmer's market would like to leave 2
2
wooden signs in the town park and place 8 lawn signs on public property throughout the town.
Okay, so 10 signs altogether, but they're temporary. And they're looking to put them from July 31st through October. So that would be August and September, just over 30 days. I don't know what if you want to stick to the letter of the law.
no, 60 days.
Oh, that's 60 days. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And our bylaws only allow us 30 days. So what we could do is, we could give a 30-day permit, they could come back and get another 30-day permit, but that's still
Yeah.
only 60 days. Well, that's just about enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have to,
9 days short, I guess. So.
Yeah. And then they'll be taken down. Does that sound all right to you?
yeah, I'll make a motion to approve this sign permit
For 30 days.
for 30 days to the farmer's market. Michael P. and Kathleen DeVarens.
Okay, and then when it's just about up, make sure that they know to come back and see you again.
I'll second Sean's motion.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We'll skip this one because she's still over there. Chamber of Commerce Lee Founders Weekend, Colleen. This is just for the sign permit. Oh, I did want to ask you, the banner, where does that go?
Goes between 2 trees near the,
In the park?
yes, in the park near the Chamber's booth.
Okay, I thought that's what it was, I just wanted to make sure. And,
And I do think I have it written for more than 30 days, but it can be 30 days. It's just, Founder's Weekend is the 17th to the 19th, so I don't have to put it up until the 17th of
I think you're at like 30,
yeah, you're
31,
close.
32 days.
Yeah, I think we can probably, I think that'll probably be fine. If you're all right with that, Bob?
Sure, of course.
Okay. Can I have a motion?
And I'm not an artist, so the drawing is not very good. And I did it on the fly.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the sign permit for the Chamber of Commerce Lee Founders Day weekend.
I'll second it.
For 30 days.
I was just going to say,
Yep.
we'll do 30 days from the day you put it in.
Okay.
How's that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
We'll have you back in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, Lucia's. Come on up. And you are,
I'm Aaron, Lucia's son.
okay, and you're representing her today? Do you know when she wanted to start this?
So we've already done like a couple of them ahead of time, but we haven't like gone forward since then because we wanted to make sure that, that what we're doing is,
Right.
we need some permits for that, for
Right.
such occasions. So that's why I'm here today.
Okay,
Are we talking about the sign or the kitchen, or the dancing? Talking about the sign now, right?
well, I was going to ask.
Okay.
You mean about the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're here for, I'm sorry.
You're here for the, we're talking about the sign now, right?
No,
Well,
just for hosting the Latin dance.
She's got two things.
We've
Yes,
got,
yeah.
so we're.
We got this letter.
Yeah, we've got a sign permit
And
here.
a sign.
Yeah.
You want to do that first?
For the sandwich board, sure. But what, do we know, because I don't see here, to your question, Patty, I don't see here a date for
Yeah.
when.
Do you know,
Do you know when you're gonna be using the sandwich board? Or does this fall into something different too? 'Cause the sandwich board isn't,
it's allowed by certain.
I think it's allowed
Rights,
by right.
but this is still considered a temporary sign. That's what I was told.
Well, yeah, they're applying for a temporary sign.
Yeah. Do you know when she wanted to start putting it out?
I don't think it's gonna be any like this week, or maybe even within the next 2 weeks, possibly within September, or like
Oh.
late August, early September is when we're gonna start.
Yeah, because we don't have any dates on it either.
Right.
So,
What?
I think we should have her call Cindy.
Yeah, I think we should just wait on
I think we
this.
should have her call our office
Okay.
and let Cindy ask her the questions that needs to be asked, okay?
All right.
Yeah, how many
And we
days?
meet in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So you guys will get in before you, on our next meeting,
Right.
before
Yeah.
you need
Okay.
to put it out.
Sounds good.
So while he's here, you want to take up the entertainment license that she's asking for?
Sure.
And again, I think she needs to come in because we've had a couple of questions that you probably can't answer. You want to go from, I mean, she doesn't say when she's having them or how many of them or
Right.
anything like that. We
So
need that
The
information.
whole thing is hosted by the BSKE dance community. So
And which is,
it's like some kind of dance community.
I know,
that's on
can you-
Facebook, But I'm not sure who.
do you know what it
runs
stands for?
No.
Okay. All right.
BSK, what'd you say, BSKE?
E.
Dance.
We can look it up,
community.
I guess.
Yeah. They're on Facebook, and they're the ones that host, or we host them, but they're presenting the whole Latin dance workshops and social dancing.
Okay.
So for dates, it's really up to them when they want to have it. Up until now, it's just been a Friday and a Saturday.
But see, we have to know the dates
Right.
to give her the
Yeah.
approval on the application.
Okay.
So she either has to work something out with them. And,
Right.
so I would suggest, again, that
So we need
we
dates.
put that off to 2 weeks too and have her come in the meantime,
Right.
okay? Because I don't have enough information to vote
Yeah.
on it.
Right.
Yeah, and, well, there's a difference too, because I was talking, you can apply for a year-round entertainment license, so
Right.
you don't have to come in every time
Right.
to get, so I would suggest maybe going that route if you guys, we're gonna have these irregular, not sure when you're gonna have them, but that way
And I
you
think
don't
that's the
have.
answer that we would be going.
Yeah, that way you don't have to
Years.
come in every time you have an entertainment,
And so if you want to do that, that's a different kind of an application.
Right.
We have an application for that, right?
Yes,
For the year-round
but I don't
entertainment.
know about going to 1 AM.
I know, but the letter says 12:30. But that's something we'd have to discuss after we get it.
yeah.
So I would suggest she call Cindy for both those things, the sign and this, and she can tell her how to do it. And we'll take it up in 2 weeks. Is that all
Yeah.
right?
All right.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Colleen?
Jump down a little bit.
Huh?
Jumped down, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for the lady from the First Congregational Church to come back. And now we're
at the
doing
entertainment license
for Lee
application
Chamber
for
of
Lee
Commerce.
Chamber, yeah.
Yeah, she's here.
I'm here, and I see you have the list of the main events.
Yes.
I thought it would be a good idea to include that since we have new people here on the board. So, any questions?
It's basically the same as every year.
Yes.
Let's.
I'm glad we get to do it this year.
I know.
Fingers crossed.
Well,
It's
yes.
not a done deal yet, but we're close.
Let's see, do you have on here music? Are you having music?
Yes, right on Main Street that we always have.
Like, just like always?
Yes, I thought I listed it
Live
there.
vocalist, okay.
Okay.
And the road race. Well, it looks
Taste
like
of
a
Lee,
good
if the
day.
restaurants can get me help.
Huh?
Taste of Lee, if the restaurants can get me help.
Well, that could be an issue too.
It is gonna be an issue, I know it.
Yeah, nobody's got any help to. We could do it. No, no, it's only.
Are you tip certified?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Okay, sorry.
We take out insurance if possible.
Yeah, you have insurance and
Yes,
everything that
you,
goes
do you
on.
want us to send I'm sure you have a copy somewhere,
I'm
but
sure we do somewhere. And now you're not involved as far as a parade, if there's a parade?
Yeah.
Oh, you are too?
yeah, if the chamber does the parade.
Are you planning on doing that?
We're planning on a parade, yes.
Okay.
It might be a little smaller because the school bands can probably not
Right.
participate.
Right,
Yes.
okay. Do you have any questions of her? Sean, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Could I have a motion to,
Make a motion to accept the application for the permit for the Lee Founder's Day weekend.
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, I hope to see.
Thank you,
there.
good luck.
See you.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Okay, now we're back to First Congregational Church. Sorry, Gordon. So, you're here looking for temporary sign permits, correct?
Yes.
For,
30 days. When are you gonna start?
Well, tomorrow, I'm already behind the 30 days, but it
Well, no,
it
we'll-
goes through the 14th.
we'll start 30 days from the day you put it in. If it's tomorrow, 30 days starts tomorrow. If it's next week,
But, yeah, the fair is in 2 weeks, so I
Okay.
only need 2 weeks now.
Okay.
okay. All right,
Some of them go in now, and then 4 go in now, and then 6 would go in the last week. So it'd just go in on the 8th,
Yep.
okay. And how many were you looking?
10 total.
10 total? Oh, I'm looking here, trying to read
There's a
that.
list of places.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Can I have a motion to,
Make a motion to approve the application for a temporary sign permit for the First Congregational Church Craft Fair and Festival in the park.
I'll second it.
all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry. Okay, we're up to, Kathy, we're up to you.
Okay. All playground equipment has been ordered, and some will be received by August 11th, and others by early November. The bocce court will be repaired as soon as the weather permits, and plans are being made to have tennis equipment and bocce sets available at the athletic field. Then you have a packet. I couldn't
Yeah,
remember
we didn't,
if I-
just got it when we
I know,
sat
I couldn't
down.
remember if I had emailed it. I know I emailed it to Chris whether it got forwarded. I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd better just let you have the copy now. So contracts for a marketing analysis and a financial feasibility study for a community center between the town of Lee and Barry Dunn have been signed, and a schedule to begin this work is underway. Anyone interested in helping with this endeavor is welcome. So with that contract, it was given to me, and then I gave it to Chris Ketchen,
Okay.
who then gave it to Jeremiah
Okay.
to double check it. We were not going to sign anything without Jeremiah's approval of the wording and all of that. My name is on it as the designee for the town, which Chris Ketchen approved. I don't know if you have to approve it or whatever, but if you do, it can be changed, it can stay. I signed it, and then what's his name, Chris? Somebody signed it.
That's what I was.
Oh, Chad Snow signed it.
Who?
For Chad Snow, Charles Snow.
Oh, somebody with the
principal.
company, not
Yeah,
with,
somebody
not
from
with
the
us.
company. No, I signed it for us, chairperson. They put chairperson, but it's of the Lee
Yeah.
Youth Commission. It's not a.
Well, when Chris comes back, we'll check it with him.
Yeah,
I'm
just
sure
double
he,
check that little thing there. And they are now in the process of scheduling meetings with us, and everything is really clear cut in terms of what the consultants will do for us and what we're expected to do for them. And they will be willing to come here, or they're willing to meet with us via Zoom.
and did you
Whatever.
say you got prices for this?
The price for this was $20,000.
Even?
Yes. Okay. And again, as everything else, who knows? It might be a little less, it might be a little more. But we do have
That would
some
be a
money.
problem. Oh, good.
Yeah, no. We have some money in our, wait a minute, let me think of the account. Give me a second. In our feasibility study account, we do have some money.
And this will have its own line item.
Yeah, and this is a new $20,000 item. All right, for that.
Okay.
Then as for the open space and recreation plan update for 2022, members of each board and commission in the town should start to revisit the open space and recreation plan of 2015 to add new information to this document once a date has been set by the Selectboard to begin this process with Berkshire Regional Planning, as has been done in the past.
Okay.
So this is something that has to be done. If we're going to ask for any state funding, this plan has to be done, sent to the state for approval before November 2022.
I thought they were good for 10 years.
7.
7? Oh, 7?
7 years, yep. Unless they just changed it, I didn't know
Okay.
about it, but I
No,
can find
probably
out
is.
it's 7 years. Originally it was 5 years, and then
Yeah.
they said 7.
Okay. So that'll be another item we need to speak with Chris about.
Yep. Okay,
That it?
that's it. Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll read this.
In bed tonight.
Okay. All right, we got a Berkshire gas permit. Somewhere?
Yeah, I think you already signed this one.
Is that an emergency one? This is Gnome Pro Temp. It's been approved by, oh yeah, this
Yeah.
was an emergency, to install new gas service on 20 Joseph Avenue. And why did I sign it beforehand? Was it an emergency? Or they were there or something?
Yeah, I think they wanted to get it
They
done.
were already doing the work.
Okay, yeah, they've already done the work, so
Yeah.
probably should motion it then, to approve it.
Yeah, I'd make a motion to,
Approve it.
to approve the application to install a new gas service at 20 Joseph Ave.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Then we have a note from St. Mary's. This is a yearly question they ask us. They're due for their annual inspection, and they've applied for it. And as a not-for-profit organization, as has been done in the past years, they respectfully request that we waive the $150 application fee.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we do our best. Okay. So, let's do appointment to the DPW board first so that we can take the other, okay? We had an application submitted to the DPW board to join their ranks. They had a vacancy, and the DPW board got back. Okay. Please be advised that Gary O'Brien has been recommended to be a member of the Board of Public Works. Gary brings experience and knowledge of highway equipment, road maintenance, along with day-to-day activities. We look forward to having Gary on the board. Does anybody have any questions? Just a minute, Dee Dee, I want to ask something.
I don't have any questions.
No.
Bob?
Okay. Hold on.
Quick question. I'll come in front. I live on Main Street. I see Gary O'Brien trucks going back and forth all the time, construction materials and all that. Is that not a conflict? Just asking.
Well, if I had finished what the motion was, I would have said upon receiving the package of DPW responsibilities and the conflict of interest law that he has to sign.
Thank you.
Got that, Cindy? Okay. Because yes, there probably are times where he's going to have to recuse himself. I don't know, but.
That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he gets a
But
letter.
he doesn't, we don't have any contract.
We don't have
through
any
the town
contract with him.
Yeah, so,
Do we? No,
I don't think so.
no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Did you make that a motion? Did you already do that?
I have not done that.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just going to say that he certainly brings experience.
Yeah.
to
He does.
So I'll make a motion that we accept the recommendation of the DPW board for
Yeah.
Gary O'Brien to be on the board.
Yeah, I'd second it with the stipulations that Patty mentioned earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Get that to Cindy. Okay. Okay, we're up to the last item. And there's two of them, but we're going to discuss them both at the same time. As most of you probably know by now, most everyone's heard, our town administrator is going to be leaving. His last day here will be September 26th, and that's due to the 60-day notification that Town of Lenox had to give us. As I said to Dick, I'm disappointed. We tried something. We worked with the DOR and the Department of Revenue, and it worked for a while, but it didn't work anymore. And for both Lenox and Lee's good, I guess my feeling, first I was really devastated, but then I thought, you know what? Maybe we're too big. Maybe the two towns are too big to share. Maybe if we were smaller or something, or didn't have so much activity in town, it would have worked out, but it didn't. But we're going to miss Chris. I most certainly am going to miss him because of his financial skills. We don't know at this time what we're doing or how we're going. Chris will be back later, and he'll be sitting down and helping us out, and giving us the options that we can go with and how we want to do it. So we really don't have any decisions to make tonight or anything. We've just got some information that we're going to look over and put in our heads and come up with questions. And hopefully within 2 weeks at our next meeting, we'll have a definite strategic plan going forward. But we don't tonight. But anybody want to say anything?
No, I said to Chris over the phone this week that when I was in Stockbridge, I've been in Lee for a couple of years now, came back to Lee. When I was in Stockbridge, I was very much opposed to a shared municipal governments. I mean, we shared assistance. What am I looking for?
Administrator. He's our administrator and he's Lennox's town manager.
And I was
Similar.
opposed to that when I was in Stockbridge because I thought each town had its own attributes, and I didn't see how anybody could balance 3 towns. I didn't even see how anybody could balance 2 towns. And I said to Chris, after working with him for a couple of months, that he is probably the only person who could balance 2 towns, in my estimation. And I think he has done a fine job. I certainly saw it firsthand in the time that I've been here, and his loss is going to be felt. But then on the other hand, as they say, if you're handed lemons, you make lemonade. And maybe this is an opportunity for Lee to find a top-notch administrator that can focus just on the town of Lee.
Right.
Yeah, I feel very similar. I mean, Chris has done an admirable job, and he's exceeded, I think, a lot of expectations, and it definitely hasn't been easy for him. I think that there was definitely times where I questioned the shared administrator role, but there was also other times where I was like, wow, this is great. It's great to be working with Lennox on different issues, and it just made it kind of seamless. So there's definitely pluses and minuses to it. All good things must come to an end. So here we are. It was 4 years, right?
Yeah, he was on his 4th one.
4 years in the shared role. So it's definitely a good effort or a good, a good. I think there was because this has never been done before. Correct.
Well, it was done sort of out in the eastern part of the state, but it not as solid as what we had done. And
So-
that didn't work out either.
It's definitely, a case study for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, just my initial reactions is how do we go forward from here? I think that maybe the best pathway might be to bring somebody in on a temporary basis. We can kind of work with this person to figure out, like you said, a strategic plan going forward. How do we find a more permanent person for that role, and look at all facets of the town while we do that. We're definitely going to miss Chris's financial brain for sure. But I think we'll be, like you said, this is definitely an opportunity for us to change in Lee a little bit. Because there are, and that's something that, the Lennox board said, and I think that I would say the same thing. There's a lot going on in the town of Lee, and I think we do need somebody committed solely to Lee to handle everything going on here. So I think that's a good thing, We've got a lot of work ahead of us as far as that's all concerned, so I think we need to, we definitely need to look into what, I guess Chris is gonna help us facilitate the transition.
Yeah.
So I guess in the coming weeks, we'll have to put out sort of a request for.
Yeah, he'll come up with some guidelines as to how we do it. And then we can look at them and decide what way we want to go. But
Yeah, I think that's really, I have some other thoughts, I'm sure, but that's definitely something that I think is a huge priority for us moving forward.
yeah, because before you know it, it'll be September 25th.
And then bam, we'll be without one, so
Right.
definitely would like to.
Time marches on,
Yeah.
it doesn't stop.
Definitely would like to try to find an interim person to come in.
And I didn't put this on the agenda because I didn't really think about it today. Can we move on? Are we done with Chris for now?
We done, what's that, sorry? Cindy?
Discussing Chris?
I think I am, at this point.
We don't have anything.
Yeah, we don't have anything solid to go forward on, or we don't have any decision to make at this
Right.
point, right?
Right. No.
Yeah, definitely not.
I just want to make put it out there, because I don't know what's going on with the mask mandates and whatnot. So I just want people to be aware, at some point, and I don't know that it'll happen, but you may see, you have to wear a mask when you come in here, including us.
Yeah.
And I just want people to know that for the future. Bring it with you. If you don't need it, that's fine, but bring it with you. I got mine, because it's so unsettled about what's going on right now that it's a little scary.
Yeah, and if you haven't gotten vaccinated, get vaccinated. That's, it's kind of where we're at here.
Definitely. Okay. Do we have anything else? Did you want to bring anything up?
No.
Sean, do you want to bring anything?
No.
Okay. Does anyone, I know I said I was having public comments in the beginning, but I see a couple of faces here. I just wondered if you had something that you wanted to ask or... No. Okay. Our next regular meeting is August 17th. It should be right here at 7 o'clock. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second it?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.